We're going to have Mr. Joe Satriano, who usually provides us with our wonderful, inspiring stories every week. But we have other things on the horizon that he would like to discuss. They're very, very important that he would like your full attention for. So I'm turning it right now to Mr. Satriano. Joe.
Well, thank you, Rocco. First of all, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
It must be wonderful to be 20. Yeah, and to all of our Jewish listeners, obviously, we wish them a very, very happy holiday and a joyous one as well, prosperous. My name is Joe Satriano. For those of you who are regulars of the Halftime Howie radio program, you know that I started a foundation in honor of my wife, who passed away of a 13-year battle with breast cancer on 2005. And she and I were both high school math teachers. Yes, we did multiply twice in our lives. Please keep the voice of the crowd down. By the way, the kids are born on the same day, 5 years apart, which is also great. We did a lot of calculating as well. Again, please keep the noise down. Anyway, so I started the foundation because I knew I had something left in the tank to help kids. I was no longer teaching. I had actually retired 4 years early to be with Sue because her health had taken such a bad turn in 2001, and I was no longer being the fun math teacher I used to be. Those are two words that don't go together in the same sentence, for those of you that love math. 6 months after she died, I started the Susan Satriano Foundation. One of the wonderful, wonderful things that I address with the foundation are kids who unfortunately have a parent who has either passed away of cancer, presently battling, or in remission. I'm so proud to say that in 10 years, you're looking at the foundation, it's me and me alone. I have given out well over $500,000 in scholarships to over 900 kids across the nation. I don't have $500,000, so therefore, how does the foundation, namely me, raise money? One of the ways I do it is by selling a book, which I wrote, which if I can get some help here, In Sickness and in Health, a Memoir of Love. It's 100% of the proceeds of that book goes to the foundation. It's not a story about loss, it's actually a story about hope and optimism and love. Sue and I learned very early in the 13-year battle that you get one shot on this earth, so we lived it up, despite the fact that cancer was the underlying theme. The truth of the matter is that the book, 100% of its proceeds does go to the foundation, and since the book's been out, the foundation's grown by over $17,000. So people are reading this, which is amazing. Considering that I was a math teacher, what do I know about words? I can guarantee two things about this book. Number one, because I was a former high school math teacher, the pages are numbered consecutively. Once again, it's so hard to keep the crowd's noise down. And second of all, the hardcover version makes a much better doorstop. So, but yeah, if you're looking for an inspiring and humorous book, this would be the one. Not only are you getting a book, but you're also doing a mitzvah. Being that it is Rosh Hashanah, I thought I would throw that out there. Sue is Jewish, by the way. She taught me all those words. Doing a mitzvah by buying a book because 100% of its proceeds goes to the foundation. So that's one of the ways that I do fund the foundation. But there's another way that I do it, and that's by running concerts. And there is a wonderful, wonderful group called Strawberry Fields. They are the best Beatle knockoff group you have ever heard or seen on this planet. They were the original cast members of Beatlemania on Broadway. Matter of fact, Sue and I saw them back in the early 80s. And then the first birthday that I had after Sue was no longer with me, my friends saw how depressed I was. They took me to B.B. King's in the city on 42nd Street. Lo and behold, who performs a Saturday Beatle brunch? Strawberry Fields. That was the first of 17 times that I've seen them. The fifth time I saw them, I handed them books, t-shirts, pins, to thank them for getting me out of the funk that I was in. The seventh time they saw me in the audience, they must have read the book and fallen in love with what I do, because they told me that they would love to do a benefit concert for me. 4 concerts later, we've made close to $100,000. 100% of that money goes right to scholarships. We are running a 5th concert in West Hampton Beach High School Auditorium on Friday, October 2nd. Why is that significant to me? Well, first of all, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so very fitting. But also, October 2nd this year will be Sue's 10th anniversary of her death. We will not be crying that night. We're going to be celebrating, and we're going to be making a lot of money for the foundation. Tickets are going very, very fast. They're $25 each. You can purchase a ticket either by calling me at 516-603-5520 or go to eventbrite.com, eventbrit.com. Punch in the date, which would be October 2nd. Also, punch in that it's a concert, and you will see the Strawberry Fields logo come up. If you're on YouTube or on Facebook right now and you're noticing these guys not only sound like the Beatles, they dress up like them, they look like them, they have all the nuances. This is what they do. This is not a ragtag bunch of kids, but instead, this is their livelihood. So they are the best as far as I'm concerned. I've seen Rain. That sounds like a song. I have seen Fire and Rain, but I've seen Rain on Broadway. I've seen other cover bands. These guys are the ones. So 100% of the $25 ticket is going right to scholarships. It's at West Hampton Beach High School. It's Friday night, October 2nd. It's well worth the trip. You're going to have a ball listening to these guys. And by the way, you could dance in the aisles, you could wreck the joint, it's not mine, I don't care. Just show up would be nice, and you're going to have a wonderful, wonderful time. So I encourage everyone, I don't want to sound like a Jerry Lewis telethon here, but I implore everybody to get on that website, buy a whole block of tickets, enjoy yourself that evening, and have a great, great Beatle time, as well as helping the Susan Satriano Foundation. And that's really the bottom line. Not only are you getting a great concert, but you're getting you're doing a wonderful, wonderful mitzvah for kids who unfortunately have had a rough time in their lives with seeing a parent deal with or die of cancer. So I thank you for the time, and I'll be back doing an inspirational segment. I hope that I have inspired you guys to go to the website and buy a ticket or two. Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Joe, as always. Yes, definitely get on that and look into that, because Joe does great work for people who have cancer, and he really, really cares about everybody and making sure that all these kids get all the best out of life, because like he said before, these are kids that are dealing with this stuff basically. So we're going to go to break right now. When we come back, we're going to have some more segments. We're going to have Christine Filardi, who does our Passion for Pets, and she has a fantastic guest that she's going to present to us. And I got a couple of things in store. This is Rocco Passafuime in for Halftime Howie, and you're listening to Broadcasting in Beach on Long Island's first and oldest radio station, AM 1240 WGBB.